lucky one.
Hey, Katsa. This is Marin. She's a friend.
I'm sorry Papa hurt you.
Yeah.
He said I'd never see you again. What are you doing here?
Kata, your father stole something very important. We're gonna ask him to give it back.
Will you show us the way?
Okay. Follow me. I don't like it here. It's dark and lonely.
You don't have to be afraid. Better?
You're very pretty.
Kata! How did you get here?
It wasn't easy.
You shouldn't have followed us.
Papa, don't!
Stay back, Kata. This is the only way to keep you safe.
She will be safe. I promise, Bode. But listen to me. It's over.
Lay down your weapons.
This planet will be a haven for those hunted by the Empire. Including Kata. And you. But you have to surrender. Now.
Go outside, Kata.
Listen to them, please!
I will decide what's best for my family. Not a chance.
What is this?
Distract him! I will strike from the shadows.
You fuck right off.
Help me, BD. Right here, buddy. Let's do this.
Can I block, please?
Here. BD, I need help.
It's up to time.
Don't put this on your daughter.
Bode, we know what it's like to grow up alone.
Please, listen to them, Papa.
All right. And when the Empire comes, will you be able to protect my little girl? I'm sorry, Kada. I tried.
No, Papa!
Stay back!
Got a pistol, right? He's got a pistol. I think he's dead, but I don't know. He knows.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks.
Good. We should speak. I was not much older than you when I lost my family. For many years I carried this pain. I did not want to feel better.
Why?
I thought if I let go of the pain, I would be letting go of the people I loved. But I was wrong. And one day, I met someone who also lost his family. Together we found another way to survive. This pain is yours. It is part of you.
When my mother died, it changed Papa. And me too, I guess.
Yes. But it does not have to define you. And you must not let it consume you.
I never. It's still like the most, used. Oh, one of the shittest fights I've ever seen.
You saved my life on Brock. You let me walk my own path. when I needed to. You taught me what it truly means to be a Jedi. Now you're gone. We will continue your legacy, Seer. We will build something that can outlast the Empire. I promise you that. I promise. But I'm scared. I almost lost myself. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready for what comes next.
Cal, guide her through the darkness.
Yeah, it was alright, you know. Gameplay wise, it's a hot pile of. But other than that, you know, story, it's good, I guess. Story wise, it's a good game. A good story game. To sit for a bit, but yeah. How y'all doing? How you doing? Yeah, I guess it's what it is, isn't it? I mean, how would it correlate to the game? To Star Wars in general? It's probably gonna be, something that you can. Like, I wonder what's gonna, come. Because it has to be around. You know what I mean? He has to either be gone, or it's like he stays there for a long time. So pretty much after the fall of the Empire, but. I just don't know what the timeline is, Jedi Survivor, right? Is it like... Because essentially, the Jedi Fallen Order, it's almost after... Or Revenge of the Sith, and, So if it's just after, and this is probably, I'd say, a 5-year gap, right? 5-year gap, maybe? Yeah, a bit of a gap, so it's not, too long, but it's not too long, but it's not too short. Good 5-year gap between that. So I'm guessing it's almost at that Rogue One, almost at that point. Because you've got Saw Gerrera, obviously you've got characters that are sort of in the background of this game, but aren't mentioned a lot. Apart from Jedi Fallen Order 1 with Saw Gerrera, with the Resistance turned into the Rebels. So basically, it's essentially been, it's basically a point where they either get found, and Emperor uses it as a base or vault. Because I remember there's a similar sort of I don't think it's the same one, but looks very similar to the one in Battlefront 2, where you go as Luke Skywalker, and you go to find the Emperor's vault on that planet, right? But I don't know if it correlates, if it's the same planet, or if it's the same, sort of same current, same, did they find Tantalor and use it as a bunker of sorts? Basically, obviously a vault. If it's not, then how would they explain Cal Kestis not being there in, I guess, Empire Strikes Back? Obviously, where is he? What timeline are we looking at? Assuming it's obviously before Rogue One, because Darth Vader is trying to find Cal Kestis and all that, right? What changes his mind from Cal Kestis to obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi in that? There's a big change right there, but how much of a change is there? How much of it is a change? Does he obviously finally finds Cal Kestis, beats him, and then that's it? And he basically tunnel visions Obi-Wan Kenobi, then he dies, but then tunnel visions Luke and the Resistance, trying to, you know, restore after that, you know. Because Empire Strikes Back is just now fighting the Resistance, and how much of the Resistance is Cal Kestis, how much in it is he part of the Resistance? Rebels. Until we get a definitive, you know, answer or definitive yes. Answer. There's no real, you know, credence to it. Other than that, I will say, Cal dies and Panlor's clearly got found out, or they're there for a long time, and a long time is like after Empire, until after under Jedi, probably even longer, because maybe no one finds them, and maybe still no one's still probably gonna find them until discover, or you know, the relocating people who, you know, who would give them away, you know. Maybe that's how they lose. All this is finding niche happens, because you got fucking Bad Batch, that's an up part. Like, there's a lot of timelines, that's like, how much of it, you know, is impactful, you know, how much of it is a detriment. Because Bad Batch is clearly gonna have a huge role in the Empire, because of just how the cloning and all that stuff. We're probably gonna get a better understanding of cloning, and the better understanding of, you know, if like what other things are hidden in that mountain, right? Or will we just get snippets or clues, or not? Like, almost like we have to sort of theorize, and one day or later on there may be a what's it called? Maybe a fucking answer, right? So I don't think. So I think that's, you know, Bad Batch is probably the most important of the is one of the most important pieces of the timeline of between Revenge of the Sith to Rogue One, right? Because that's kind of that timeline. Sort of similar timelines with a lot of shows, you know, and or clearly one of them. Obviously, Bad Batch, one of them. Obviously, this game's one of them, and maybe there's another show that sort of pickups like Rebels go, right, where it picks up from. It's what timeline are we looking at? What are we looking at? Because there's this could divert into a more with Ahsoka's timeline, where they sort of there's another Jedi here. If you need the whole time, you know, why is Cal why is Cal here for so long? You know, that's the question. What happens to Cal? Is Cal alive? Is he dead? Is he not? Is he still around? You know, because there would be a footnote, right? There would be huge, like, he's could have gone undercover in a way, underground, in the sense of like, you know, what's happened, what his side of the story, right? What's happened with him, and him is being would be a footnote, right, of the resistance part, right? Because how would they, you know, if it's either he's gone or he's still alive, and if he's still alive, that means he's still there. He has to be still there. Or I don't think he's alive after the fact, because It's just too much of a, you know, it's too much of a, like, maybe they just don't know, and obviously they just don't know how to implement how Cal is alive still without coming under like plot holes and sort of contradictions in the timeline of, because Vader's got to go for basically after Rogue One is basically like after what Obi-Wan, yeah, after Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? So it's legit always Vader versus the Resistance. Mostly Vader versus Obi-Wan versus Luke Skywalker, right? That's his tunnel vision. What happens to where he, before then, because he has to divert, you know, does he finish his job or does he instantly, he's like patrolling, about to find fucking cow or some shit, then he gets here, there's a Jedi called Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's like, hold up, fucking 180, turn around, fucking goes, finds Obi-Wan. He's like, who cares about a Padawan, essentially, right? Or does he kill? Does he eventually die? It's real the question, right? Because how can he be alive at this moment in continuing after New Hope? Because you know he would be a footnote in the Resistance's sort of honorary title. He would be part of that because he would have helped Resistance, got people into like the didn't fucking I can't don't know, wasn't paying attention with the names, but the people that they're hiding are gonna get transported to this place, and it's probably gonna, you know, either no one else comes to that planet, or it's trickles in, you know. Obviously, it's gonna trickle in, but it caps out at a point where no one else can come because something happens. Everyone's stuck there because of they can't find a way back, or there's something maybe, and it's unlocking the key essentially. But that's the thing. The planet's not uninhabitable. It's just getting doing other things in that because it'd be a very small place, right? And I just get the feeling of, you know, Sam Witwer. Do you see that, Sam Wit? Wait. Sorry, fucking so Sam Witwer. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Coincidence? Is that another guy called Sam Witwer? Have to make sure. From that, I was fucking talking because a fucking huge tangent. But yeah, I mean, I get the feeling that Cal is either dead. I think he's dead. Or thing. And yeah, definitely before Obi-Wan, because he has to be just purely off of the fact of, Vader diverts all his attention to Obi-Wan, all of it. He doesn't care anyone else. He wouldn't care if fucking someone else came out that was like, there's very few he would fucking divert to, and even then he would tunnel vision Obi-Wan before anyone else. You could have probably Yoda next be a guy that's like on another planet next to Tatooine that has Yoda on it, but he wouldn't fucking fight Yoda until he beats Obi-Wan first. You wouldn't go straight there. He'll go straight to Tatooine before he goes to thing because he wants to fight. He wants to beat Obi-Wan again, right? So with that, Cal Eve has to be dead, or it's the stuff that he's doing is so under radar that no one else knows because the planet's locked off. It's very almost like an underground sort of thing. But the thing is, like, the Empire know that the planet exists and that he clearly would have gotten there. Whether or not he's alive, that's the problem, because if they think he's alive, because Bode went there. I don't know if there's a way back. Probably there is, because Finn got there first, so I'm guessing, like, that's the way to get back. The way to find out the way is using if you don't have the way of getting there first, is using the thing, and then you can map out a way around the place, that fucking, I would say the Materium, the, space fucking, storm, alright? How would he get it, is the only way to get around it is to go through it and map around, go through it, try and get to it, and then map around it, and that's why there's 3 compasses, essentially, 3 pieces to the puzzle, because if you don't want to have one person, one fucking way, one piece, you need all the pieces. Obviously you've got people that remember the way, but, you need you need at least a key to unlock the secret way. It's almost like you gotta go this way, this way, this way. You gotta go in different direction. You gotta start this way from Koba, and then, or you can just start anywhere. Or I would assume Koba. You have to start at Koba to begin it. Doesn't mean you have to go in Koba. You have to start in around Koba to get to it, because it wouldn't make sense if you fucking just could go from fucking Coruscant essentially to fucking thing. You have to start at Koba because its path starts from there, because unless you could you could probably track it. You could map another way from other planets as well, and probably be shorter without having to go straight to thing. But if you haven't been there before, you probably just go straight to Koba and then. But that's the thing, fucking Bode is stupid, mate. He's a fucking idiot. Or the thing, like, for someone that is about, he's protecting his family and all that stuff. Why would you not, your kid is gonna be so fucking lonely, mate. Is that the mentality people in this game, like, people make, the parents have now? It's like, or whatever. It's like, oh no, they're gonna back in. They're gonna be a shit dad eventually. They're essentially gonna be a shit dad after a parent dies. So it's so cliche. Like, I hate that as a fucking trope in in games now. It's just so overused. Like, my wife dies, so I'm allowed to be a shitty person. I can fucking kill the whole world, and it's okay. Yeah. Like, I feel like it's overdone. It's overdone, the whole route of, I'm protecting my daughter from you. from people like you, because people killed my wife like you. No. Just know I can find a new route, alright? Because it's just overdone. It's overdone to the point where it's just, well, clearly you know what's gonna end, how it's gonna happen. Like the interesting part could have been him not actually having a child, and it was just a prick from the start. That would be way more interesting, you know? Like he lied about having what else he's lied about? And there's like, and the thing is he gets fucking lazy, or he baits thing with that fucking thing, and then yeah. Yeah, but it's just stupid. Just fucking stupid sometimes. Because after the fact that he gets the compass, he essentially abandons his child. Because even though he's there for her and getting there so she can live a safe life, but the safe life is just sticking. It's the equivalent of a fucking princess being in a fucking castle with a dragon. It's essentially that. The dragon is Bode, you know. Essentially is Bode, mate. You know, that's all it is. It's a It's mate. The ending was just it's legit a princess in a castle, mate. Bode's the fucking dragon. Thing's the princess, right? Or whatever damsel in distress, right? And it's like it's too cliche or too used, man. Can't do a bit more creative. Use the mentality of people around. You know, humans have different mental mentalities, and it's obviously it comes down from their child and all that stuff. But maybe this guy's just a prick. You know, why not just have the guy just be a dickhead? He just wants to live there himself. That would at least make it fucking. You never had a kid? Why did you do this? I just want to live by myself. Fuck yeah, I don't care. I want to rule the planet myself. At least it would be fucking different. It may have been bad, like writing wise, but at least it would have been different to fucking having the do the whole princess in the fucking castle shit. Because that's essentially what that ending was, saving the princess. Even though you weren't really saving the princess, you do eventually. Like you don't, that's not the goal for Cal, but it eventually is the goal for Cal, because he gets told, raise her, don't let the darkness consume her. Clearly she's gonna be a Jedi. At least, this is not Harry Potter when you're a fucking squib. If you're a Jedi or not. She's clearly gonna have, like, is that, I don't know, can you pass on the gene of or can you pass on the gene, the Force gene? Could you pass on being a Jedi or Sith? Even though Sith and Jedi are more terms based on their ideology, you can be a Force user but not be a Jedi and Sith. You can just be a Force user, like the what's it called? Chord. Guitar. I can't think. Infinite Empire, the fucking dudes from. That was the Old Republic. Always. There's usually always a cutscene for the next game or a hint or something. If a hint of something. A hint, a teaser, a cliffhanger. That's why I'm just waiting. Like, I hate this. Like, I feel like they should just put all the credits for the English speaking people in English, and just leave it, and then, like, without having to give it to every single fucking country. Like, every single, if you're French, you're looking at English. Germany, looking at every single, almost essentially every country that it's involved is like, just leave each country's credits. Just cutting it up, Obviously give people that need shout out, but it's just done. Here we go. Is this the end? Fuck off. Special thanks, EA. Yeah, no, like I don't need to know every fucking orchestra from different countries that specific to that country because of its and this. Disney company. On. And I bet you this is gonna list every those with the Disney fucking credits. They're gonna um introduce do the fucking every country's fucking Think, Disney China, Disney fucking Japanese, you know. Leave it. George Lucas, mate. I don't want to go for fucking 50 copyrighted stuff. This shit, hurry up. I don't need copyright fucking. Better wasting my time.